everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of Bagels with Bears. I'm joined today by Ruby. Ruby, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ruby. I'm a senior on the rowing team. I major in art history and I'm originally from North Florida.
North Florida, wow. How did you find your way to Smith from Florida?
Well, okay, so Smith came a little bit later in my college search. I hadn't really heard of it until I'd already looked at a couple of other schools. And then I started talking with Claire, our head rowing coach, and I came up and visited the campus, toured the boathouse, met the rest of the coaching staff, and immediately I knew that Smith was the place for me. Yeah. And I'm so happy here.
What do you think is like the main thing that sealed the deal for you?
I think definitely the visit to campus. It was still COVID, so I didn't get to do the kind of normal recruit official visit, but I spoke with a couple people on the team over Zoom. I spoke with the coaches. I got a tour of the campus, and I just knew that it was right.
I think that sounds like it really speaks to the culture of the rowing team for you to know all those things during like the COVID time, which was different for everybody. Awesome. So I know that you did a semester away in DC. Could you tell me a little bit about that experience, what it was like being there, what you enjoyed the most, some of those details?
Yeah, absolutely. So I did the American Studies program that does the Smithsonian internship program, and it was an incredible experience. I loved it so much. One of the reasons I chose a D3 school was so I could do a study abroad or kind of different experience. And I looked at the other kind of abroad programs, but when I saw the one in DC, I knew it was perfect. I'm an art history major and I'm really interested in pursuing museum work post-graduation. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is awesome, an opportunity to get my foot in the door. I worked at the National Museum of Asian Art in the Freer Research Center. So I interned 4 days a week. I helped run Zoom meetings with the internal staff and also to the general public. I helped catalog previously recorded scholarly symposia to help get it out to the public so students and researchers could access that information. And then on Fridays we had an independent research study class where I got to kind of write about anything I wanted to in art, supervised by a Smith professor. And it was just an incredible experience. I learned so much. I made so many good connections.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And it was really cool.
Yeah, it sounds like it was like really immersive, hands-on.
Yeah,
like you got to explore things maybe other people might not get access to. So that's amazing. What was your favorite part about being in the DC area?
So I was originally born in DC, and then I moved to Florida when I was pretty young. So I always joke with my parents that I felt robbed of my DC childhood. So it was really, really cool to live in a bigger city, kind of get the experience. I think I went to every single Smithsonian museum possible, and also just exploring all the like local cultural events. I have some family in the area, so it was just a really great experience to live somewhere new and try something new. Yeah,
awesome. I'm glad you got to like reconnect to like your roots as a person in DC. That's so great. So kind of shifting more to the rowing things, I know you guys have a big weekend coming up for you at the Head of the Charles in Boston. Could you, for people who may not know, could you like tell me about the Head of the Charles? Give me like the rundown. What's it like?
So the Head of the Charles is definitely the largest regatta in the US. I don't know about in the whole world, but one of my favorite things about it is the size of it. There's 73 different categories or events over 3 days. I don't know the figure on how many spectators, but it's really a lot of people. And it's super special because rowing is not a spectator sport. Yeah. We don't play on a field. There's not a lot of great opportunities to kind of watch us compete. And this is dedicated to watching us compete. So it's really, really cool to be a part of that and just kind of feel connected to the larger rowing community.
Yeah, awesome. I know it's like, I've been hearing more about it this whole week, and I think it sounds like it's really fun. Yeah. A lot of people there from every part of like the world or the US. Yes. So that's really great. So like for Smith rowing, exactly, how is the season going? What are your favorite parts of the team this year? Can you talk a little bit about like, how things are coming along?
Yeah, for sure. We're having such a great start to our fall season. Rowing is kind of interesting because we race in the fall and in the spring and practice in the winter. So it's kind of
all year round.
It's a year-round sport, but I actually really, really love that. Just always feeling connected to the team, always showing up to practice. I think is probably my favorite part, and we're super excited to race this weekend and then one more time before our fall season's over.
Awesome. I know it comes up fast and it goes quickly and you can never get enough. So at Head of the Charles, are there any traditions that you guys do as the team, or is like the team have a favorite part, or is there like a ritual you guys take place at the Head of Charles for you to kind of kick it off? Like,
not specifically for Head of the Charles. The only downside to this race is because it's so large and so competitive, we can't take all of our boats to race there. Which is unfortunate. But something that I really appreciate about our team culture and our coaching staff is how they emphasize that even when we can't bring every single athlete to an event, every performance is a team performance. Everything we do, we say for the team.
I love that.
And it's all of us are supporting each other, even if we all can't be out there competing.
That's really great. It sounds like you guys have a really like strong foundation. You guys know who you are. You know who you're working for and working with all the time. That's really great. So kind of shifting back to Smith, talk to me like about some of your favorite spots on campus. What where are you hitting during the day that kind of like bring you together? What's your favorite part about campus, I guess?
I love the Botanic Gardens. I always say that that's my favorite spot. It's so beautiful, and I think I spend too much time in the library. So it's nice to just walk over there and look at something beautiful and kind of not look at my computer and relax for a minute. And it's just such a cool opportunity to have that available to us on campus to kind of go in at any time. I absolutely love it. I'm not a fan of the snow or the winter time.
I get
so
that.
I really appreciate the humidity, tropical room in there.
Yeah, like a vacation from like everything else going on. Well, great. Last question for you. If you were sent to the Bear, where do you think you'd eat most of your meals on campus?
If I was sent to the Bear?
If you were sent to the Bear, where would your number one go-to dining hall spot be?
My favorite dining hall is King Scales. That is my favorite. We finish practice at 7, so it's always a race to get there before it closes. But that's definitely the one I go to the most.
Great. Well, thank you for joining us today on the episode of Bagels and Bears. We're sponsored by Lever and Licton here in Northampton, so go check them out when you have a chance. And thanks again, Ruby, for joining us today.
Of course.